cracker of a release from Teacher Assistant AI. I'm really excited to share with you a new chatbot interface, but also the variety of models that you're able to access to be able to best go through your workflow and find the best models that are working for your use cases out there. Not only can you search from OpenAI and Google and Claude and Perplexity, but we also have our curriculum chatbots that have been upgraded to an outstanding standard. New South Wales, the NESA, Vic 2.0, and the Australian curriculum chatbots, referencing as your companions into the curriculum. But first of all, we're going to go in and have a look at a standard chatbot and exactly what you're going to see. You now have your utility, your edu panel on the left-hand side, and your chat interface on the right-hand side. What we're getting here into is the different utility parts of what you're able to access and do while you're working with your large language model. We're so used to building our own prompts, chatting with large language models whose job it is to interpret our text and give us output. Now we can maximize the effectiveness and efficiency of our prompts right from our dashboard here. For example, here I need to write 10 questions on safe water practice for kids. Very generic, something that we wouldn't throw into a large language model, but even if you had, what we can do now is select from our different actions, simplify, extend, and different type of proven evidence-based frameworks for writing prompts. We can refine and enhance our prompts here to directly drop into our chatbot so we can increase the efficiency, but also the type of quality, and moving towards a lot of pedagogical nuances that you can build. This is only level 1 here. While that runs off and does its thing, we're going to look at now the curriculum access. Now, wherever you're working throughout Australia, you can now access every curriculum element that you need to be able to drop in as the context that is so important to giving to your large language models. We can refine and get better input. We're going to get refine and better output of the authentic resources that you're going to create. So we're looking at the Australian curriculum here. As that loads up, we're able to look at exactly the type of learning areas. We're going to go to Year 7 and we'll have a look at English. We can pull out all of the strands here. So we're going to look at the literacy strand, and we can pull out all of the content descriptors. We can copy and add those in exactly where we need them to add context to align curriculum to the resources in anything that you build. We can do the exact same thing for the achievement standard, pull the exact same outcomes and add those in as context at any time that we are using a large language model. This is now at your interface. But saving the best for last, the My Prompt section. Every user now has access to drop in your own prompts and save that in your library. This is not only as in prompts that you can save, but also context packages. As you can see here on the screen, I've got 2 beautiful classes. These are fictional, but my Year 5 English class, context around their reading levels, their habits, nothing personal identifying that you would use. It's more around the authentic levels of where they're working at. Every single resource that I am building, I can now copy and add it in that context exactly where I need it, so I can have exactly the resource tailored to the context that I provide. A simple system here that I can add new prompts whenever I need them, and they will always be accessible no matter what large language model that you're using. You can use this through your edu panel at all times in the utility section. Same thing for a type of prompt. If you have a really authentic and great prompt that you use, you can drop that in here, add in a couple of variables, and at all times I can add that in. I can come in and add my class context to the bottom of that one, but also I might even pop over to the curriculum and I'll drop in a couple of content descriptors to say it must align to this content descriptor. A very loose example there, but as you build up your prompt history here that you can use in with context, you're going to work so much faster. Your resources that you create are going to be more authentic, aligned, and usable. No more AI slop. We're creating some tools of the future. Looking forward to hearing what you're building with your new edu panel.